Hello, my name is Jeanmark Kessler, and I welcome you to the Co-Track. I invite you to read with me from Genesis chapter 7, starting in verse 1. Then the Lord said to Noah, "Come into the ark, you and all your household, because I have seen that you are righteous before me in this generation. You shall take with you 7 each of every clean animal, a male and his female, 2 each of animals that are unclean, a male and his female. Also 7 each of birds of the air, male and female, to keep the species alive on the face of all the earth. For after 7 more days I will cause it to rain on the earth 40 days and 40 nights, and I will destroy from the face of the earth all living things that I have made." And Noah did according to all that the Lord commanded him. So God comes to Noah and says, the earth is going to get destroyed. I want you, I want your family, I want all the animals to get on the ark. And the waters came 7 days later. The rest of Genesis chapter 7 says that they lasted for 40 days. 22 feet worth of water above the highest landscape, lasting for 150 days. This is over a half a year of a watery grave. And God says, there is destruction, I promise you, but there's deliverance that I'm providing you. And Noah obeyed the command of the Lord. Even when he had to bring both clean and unclean animals. In Leviticus chapter 11 verse 47 we find that clean means that suitable for human consumption. Unclean, it is not suitable for human consumption. So even the animals that could not benefit man, could not benefit Noah and his family to eat, God says, I want their species to live on the earth. I created them. They are important to me. And you, Noah, and mankind are important to me even more. So the question then rises, where's the rest of humanity? Why aren't they getting on this ark with them? Well, we find that God calls Noah a righteous man in his generation. The Hebrew word for righteous is actually found in Genesis chapter 6 in verse 9 when it says Noah is a just man. It also says that he was perfect and that he walked with God. And this is a huge contrast to the rest of humanity that we find in Genesis chapter 6, in which they were wicked. They had evil thoughts. They were violent, and they had corrupted themselves. I'll put it in the link in the description below, but you can find out more about this in my video entitled Corrupt to the Core. But we see that Noah was a law-abiding citizen. He was righteous. He was just. And when God asked him to get on that ark, he got on that ark. So think, if a doctor comes to you and says, you need to take this pill because in 7 days you're going to die. And if you don't take that pill, you're going to die. Do I take the pill? Or if I'm on a boat and the captain says, in 10 minutes, we are about to sink. I need you to take this life vest and put it on. Why wouldn't I put it on? When there's promised destruction and then a provided deliverance, it would make most sense to just take it and obey, because that is how I can survive. But in this case, let's broaden the scope. What is financially burdening you right now? What is emotionally burdening you right now? What is socially burdening you right now? And God says, hey, maybe there's a solution here that I'm providing for you. Maybe it's financially. You need to set aside some money. Maybe you need to help get some advice on how to take care of your finances. Or socially, maybe you need to go and get a different job where you have better people that might appreciate you, or you'll be able to get along with them better. Or socially, maybe you need to go to your family member or to your neighbor and rectify that situation, because it's not going to get better from here. Will we obey these urges to avoid the inevitable destruction? I challenge you, first identify what that problem is, and to listen to the solution to that problem. And just as for Noah, God wants to promote through our deliverance, the species on this earth. He wants us to survive and thrive. And He wants you to be able to trust Him. Until next time, hang your hat on the coat rack.